all waiting as well. Any doubt in your mind whether Manchester United deserved it or not, Daniel?
No, not after the first half performance. I think they edged it, didn't they? And I think they were more decisive when they needed to be. It could have gone the other way. Liverpool had a great chance in the second half, and if that goes in the back of the net, it's a very different game, and the complexion changes. And Man United are chasing, but I think overall they soaked up the pressure well. Liverpool dominated the possession, as we saw in the statistics, but like I said before the game, statistics and possession and all of that, it's irrelevant. It's about scoring goals and getting results.
Certainly felt like Manchester United had to dig into their reserves at 2-2.
Yeah, even at 2-2, we can be critically United for giving up, losing that momentum and almost obviously gifting the 2 goals. But then to wrestle it back, and I still felt with the team, there was a bit of calmness. I still thought if anyone was going to win it, it'd be United. You still felt there were that goal threat. No, United would also be lucky that there was no Salah or one of Liverpool's top strikers on the pitch, because I think they would have certainly created more problems for United. So we've seen the best and the worst of United today. Scored 3 goals, could have scored more, but they lost momentum. They're 2-0 up, and you're thinking, at half-time, you're thinking, we also want to see a complete United performance. We're just seeing bits and bobs over the last few months. But again, they gifted certainly the second goal, and even the first goal, even when they make the mistake, give it away cheaply. To run that distance and no one put a tackle in, it's not good. So they're the worries for United. You're on about the bigger picture next year in terms of competing in the Champions League. But to score 3 goals and get the job done, you have to give them all the credit.
It's going off Šeško's hand, but all the replays that we've seen, Daniel, that's probably the one that might suggest there's a bit of fingernail involved.
Yeah, that's the one there. And I think there's a connection on the ball. There clearly is. Again, they've decided it's not enough to overturn it, which is fair, but it touches, you can see it right there, boom. Even his hand, you see his hand movement, you see his hand moves. So,
but even when
he's touched the ball, but again, would it have gone in the back of the net if it not touched his hand?
Well, if it comes off his hand, it can't be a goal. So if they thought that was conclusive, that would have been chalked off.
Well, we just saw the touch.
But even when you turn up for these games, here we're talking about defending Robertson and McAllister, you still need your experienced players to at least do the basics right. And McAllister had a nightmare today. And even Robertson, the first half, for a couple of goals. Experienced players not doing the basics right. And then they couldn't quite... Well, they did get back into the game, but you always felt United had another goal in them.
Was it a case of a little bit of a helping hand, perhaps, from Manchester United there, but then Manchester United giving Liverpool a helping hand coming out? Because I suppose we were a bit surprised that Liverpool didn't change things, but it didn't impact them too much, Daniel.
Not at all. And great interception here, of course. Looking around which decision he's going to make. It's got the ability to take somebody on. And it's a very calm and collected finish, goes through the legs. What we're talking about here in these areas here, you got to keep it easy, keep it safe. It's a poor pass, of course, and off they go. And it's
but when you make a mistake like that, which can happen, you want one of your teammates to help you out. You talk about defenders, Maguire and Dalot.
What do you want to see from Maguire and Dalot here?
Make better decisions.
Like
even
what?
Dalot, what do you mean, like what? Like tackling him. Here, look at Dalot. Not that intensity. Look, people go, oh, it's gone through his legs. I don't think them bits are unlucky. I think that's just not getting your positioning right, not being dogged. No, credit to Liverpool from an attacking point of view. Oh, listen, he's ran 40, 50 yards, and when they made mistake, but these are international defenders.
Let's have another look at
what
it,
you saying? What they're supposed to... Well, do more than what they've done, because they end up not touching him. Because okay, it's a poor mistake. Obviously, just come on, sloppy, and then you go, what? So he's going to run 40, 50, 60 yards without someone making a tackle. Maguire's got to do better. I don't know where Dalot's going. Even then, Dalot makes that run. He's got to go with the runner. But then when you make a decision to go to the ball, do it properly.
I think the thing is here is how many men have committed forward. It's one pass and boom, they're right at him.
Yeah, but it's at this moment, it's 2v3, 3v3 maybe, 3v... But the top defenders, you have to deal with that. You know what?
Nah, but I fancy myself. I fancy myself there, though. If I'm Szoboszlai here, I'm saying, cool, let's have it now. Mano y mano. I've got the ability to take you on. You think?
But you know what? And you know, yeah, of course,
I've won the battle. That's it.
I couldn't agree more. Your mindset would be, I'm going past you. But if you're a top defender, you're going, oh,
let's have it now. That's what I mean.
Let's have it. And obviously, he's got the better ones. So that's why you have to be critical of defenders. 1v1 or 2v2, you. At least put pressure on the shot, just don't let them pull the trigger.
So as attacking player, you would welcome the fact if they don't make a tackle because you're pushing them further back to their...
Do you know what he's thinking, Daniel? Yeah, you know when he's running. You know when he's running with the ball, I bet he's thinking, I'll just keep going.
I'm keep going. It's like at some point you have to go as a defender. For me, make my mind up for me. If you allow me to run with the ball all the way like that and get to the edge of the box and just have to do not even a step over, not even a crazy fast move where I'm exploding past you. It was literally just a little shimmy of the left foot, move it to the left, and then boom, you have an easy shot like that. It was an easy opportunity.
And if you make a decision, you might go, I mightn't get the ball, but I'm taking the man down because you got bodies. Even give the foul away. Make a sacrifice for the team.
It's that, isn't it? How rare is it now that we see just a professional foul? You know what, boys,
take my yellow card. Yeah.
Take my yellow.
And we'll regroup, yeah.
You shout at everyone, you go, boys, listen, what we doing here, boom, 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 and it's done. But as you see, they're retreating instantly. Cobby's trying to get back. I think it's Amaz that's trying to get back. Yeah. And it's like, okay, we'll wait. But it's too easy, bro.
And it's a crucial moment in the game because it's so early into the second half. Manchester United think maybe the game is won. Suddenly Liverpool are alive because they've got a foothold in the game. And then you start to see Manchester United getting a bit jittery, making unforced errors.
Oh, yeah. No, listen, mate, don't get me started here, you know what I mean? It's bizarre. You're playing Liverpool, they've pulled one back. Honestly, just go along. What's the benefit of that pass? It's too risky. Liverpool, no, again, what defines a player will you be your decision making? And the goalkeeper's done brilliant for him. Let's not be too harsh on him.
I think that's his first.
That's his first. That's led to a goal, of course. So obviously we're going to go easy on him. But when you're under pressure, you see Liverpool pressing. Just miss him out.
Just a wonderful touch there from Szoboszlai as well, wasn't it? In that sort of heated moment, just to cue up Gap.
So the goalkeeper, his body shifted. He realised, like, oh, I'm in no man's land here. I thought that Szoboszlai was
shifted.
No, shifted. Come on, guys. It's Super Sunday, baby. I ain't that crazy now. You know your boy lives on the edge. You're not that bad. But yeah, no, it was a really nice touch and very measured from him because in that moment, people panic. They're in the box. I've got a bit of time. It's a big game. We can go 2-2. He just makes the right decision immediately, and even for Gakpo to change his feet quickly looks very easy, as it should be for top players to put it in the back of the net. But in that moment, some people panic sometimes. So fair play to him for keeping his head cool.
Old Trafford silenced at that point, and then starting to think what the worst scenario might be, and it very nearly materialised here. Big chance. There's Lommans, who's rooted on his line.
But United were after giving a couple of free kicks away. So they were constantly under pressure. And again,
just didn't quite drop, did it, for Konate there?
No. Listen, you need a bit of luck here and a little break. And yeah, there you go.
9 minutes after that, the decisive goal in this contest in the end, and a really special moment for Liverpool Mainoo. And yes, we did talk about how he can improve, Roy, before the game. And
well, putting the ball back in the net in a big game like this.
So what does he get right here?
The control, and he gets over it. He gets over the ball. Obviously, he knows he's going to get challenged. Again, poor from Liverpool. McAllister not clearing his lines again. Full-backs getting beaten at the back post to wide players. United doing well to keep it alive, and then just keeping it under control and obviously hitting the target, getting over it. You know, he's going to get tackled here. Lovely, and maybe that helped him. He saw the tackle coming. He said, "I just need to get over it, get good contact into the bottom corner." Great moment for him. He's had his challenges over the last few months. That's the journey of any young footballer. He's stuck at it. He's got his opportunity. And to score the winning goal for a local kid, fantastic.
And he loves it against Liverpool as well. 2 of his 4 Premier League goals have come against Liverpool. That was his first in 2 years. He did the same thing here in 2024. He was talking to Patrick Davison about it straight after the game there. Another vital goal in the contest, and you saw him heading off to greet his family in that corner of the Stretford end as well. Even tidier finish that time, wasn't it? And it was a mere putt then. But what a year he's had, Daniel. Considering the previous manager, it didn't seem that he could see any way from him into his team. And you question that decision now, don't you?
I think Amorim for Cobby was a nightmare for the type of player he is, because sometimes as a player your style just doesn't marry up well with the coach, and the expectations of it. I think with Carrick it's like he's a dream. You know, it's a dream to have a fellow midfielder who can almost coach and guide you as this is what I need from you in these areas, and you go through it and you have that mutual respect and you're looking up to a guy of Carrick's standard and what a player he was. And I think for Cobby, it was a difficult time, obviously, mentally, hearing a manager go, hey, you know, you're fighting against Bruno Fernandes, so, you know, and it's almost like, okay, well, what? So I'm not good enough type of thing. I was flying last season. And I think now, for him to come back into the squad, to showcase his abilities week in, week out, building some momentum right now. He's just turned 21, I think, a couple of weeks ago. And I think he can go to the next level. I would love to see him work on his explosiveness. I think that's one thing that if he had more explosiveness, which he will get because he's only 21 years of age, and he bulks up a little bit, I think we're going to see an incredibly strong and robust guy in there who has the capacity to run. I think he does need to maybe work on his capacity to run the whole game, because with this you see a lot of players running around, flying around, pressing, and I think he does have the capabilities, but he doesn't show it consistently. I think if he builds himself up, gets explosive, we're talking about a guy that can go to another level that he is now.
I think the last 6 months will actually be good for him. I really do. I think for a young player at a big club, he comes on the scene and obviously getting a lot of headlines and doing well and getting involved in England. And even for a manager to come along and not rate you. In the last few months, people were talking about, previously when he wasn't playing, about going out and loan. But I always said, no, sometimes you have to sit and learn and watch the game and watch the team. And yeah, if the manager doesn't fancy you, because the whole idea of being a football manager is proving people wrong. People will always doubt you. And I think the experience, because in football, it's about good and bad experiences. And I think he learned more from this last few months than when he first got in the team, when he was getting all the plaudits. I think he's had to mature. He's obviously got a new deal now. He's got to learn his trade. He's still a young player. He's learning. He's got years before he even peaks. He's surrounded by experienced players, and hopefully they're helping him. So I think it was no bad thing. The only worry is, but when people talk about, is he explosive? And I don't know, can you improve on that? Is that part of your game? If you're not quick off the mark, is that something you can really improve on?
Yeah, what a week for him. New 5-year Manchester United contract announced and signed on Thursday. A Manchester United fan and academy player to score the winner at the Stratford End at home to Liverpool on Sunday. As weeks go, for one of their own, it doesn't get much better than that, does it?
It doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, it's a fairy tale for him, because academy player, moving up the ranks, playing. He had his difficult moments with the previous manager, but now, again, fully reborn. And today he showed exactly why he's playing every minute, every game. He's been fantastic.
And he's shown a lot of mental strength in that period under the previous manager as well, didn't he?
Well, it must have been really difficult for a young player like him to not even get a look in. I mean, he wasn't even getting brought on half the time, and certainly not starting. So it would have challenged him, and actually probably strengthened him as well for the future, knowing that this is what can happen. But I really like you. I mean, you use the word mental. I love his mentality. You know, just in his interview there, he's very calm and cool and understand, and even the way he plays is he's not an emotional play. You know, I just like him. I mean, there can't be many players in midfield, certainly many English players playing as well as him now in the Premier League. He's one of the best players in the Premier League in his position at the moment. It's been an incredible season, or second half of the season for him, and you can only see now his career really flourishing. He's been given a long-term contract. He's integral part of that team and the manager's plans. I can just see things going from strength to strength, and he could develop into... He's already a very, very good player, but he could develop into a top-class one.
Yeah, and he's still only 21, just turned, let's not forget. But what he said there about Michael Carrick, not just him, but all the team, we'd do anything and die on the pitch for him.
Well, that speaks volume of what Michael Carrick has done for the team. When you have players speak so highly of you as a manager, it shows that you transform the team and you know how to give your message to the players and they can put it onto the pitch, which is great, because this is exactly what United needed after the start of the season, and they were not performing well. So it's credit again to the training staff and Michael Carrick to put that belief into the player. And the words of Kobbie Mainoo, you know, it's a proof that the right thing are happening in the team right now.
He was due a goal. He said that himself. He could do with increasing his numbers. Only 4 Premier League goals in his career. 2 of them have now come against Liverpool, his first for almost 2 years. And you enjoyed this finish, didn't you?
Yeah, it was, again, using the word cool, calm, it was placed. It was, you know, he knew exactly what he was doing. You don't need to blast it. You don't need to just think of hitting the ball straight and down the keeper's throat, hitting the target or what. No, that is lovely controlled finish into the corner. Goalkeeper, if you execute this properly, then the goalkeeper gets nowhere near it. You score every time. Too many people think it's just about hitting the ball and hitting it on target and smacking the leather off the ball. It's not. This is cool, calm. He places it. You've got so much room there. If you just keep your head down, keep your knee over the ball and punch it down into the ground with the side of your foot. You get enough pace on it with the side of your foot. He meant absolutely everything about that finish, right into the corner, impossible to save.
Someone like your good self would sincerely appreciate that, Berber.
No, I did. And in his case, he started the attack, he finished the attack, calm, collected. He was following the play, the movement of the ball. He didn't rush. He was timing his positioning correctly. And in the end, the ball ended up in his feet. As Michael said, he doesn't necessarily need to hit with so much power sometimes. Just inside of the boot, and he's going to do the job.
He got the man of the match award everywhere, of course. The second half, you've picked out some examples of just his overall play.
Yeah, his overall contribution was very good. Of course, listen, you're playing in a really tough position, lots of players around you, so inevitably you'll give the ball away sometimes. But he's so neat, he reads the game well, he's got a lovely bit of skill when he needs it. He's sniffing out danger, like we just saw there. Again, reading the play, winning the play. That doesn't get too much credit sometimes, but simple things like this, a little 1-2. I mean, he can do everything really. He's an asset when he hasn't got the ball, with the team out of possession, and when he's in possession, he's got an eye for a pass. His weight of pass is very good. He's got lovely skill. I mean, we've seen that on numerous occasions, and he can score a goal, even though he needs to just add that to his game a little bit more, because we can see he can do it. So he's just got a little bit of everything. He's the all-round midfielder.
Yeah. We mentioned his past issues, or the manager's past issues with him, and in terms of his mental test. Look at these numbers and the transformation since Michael Carrick walked through the door that, of course, has resulted in that new 5-year contract he was talking about there, and the Ruben Amorim this season. There were 11 games. He didn't start any of them. He played just 212 minutes. 13 under Michael Carrick, started every one and completed virtually everyone as well. I just wonder, because managers lose jobs, go away, reset, recharge, reflect, Berber. Yeah. Nobody knows the answer to this, but I just wonder wherever he's watching that today, Ruben Amorim, whereas he actually thinks to himself, I actually got that one wrong.
He must be, right? Looking at the numbers and thinking, maybe I did that wrong. Maybe I needed to give him more chance to play, because he's proving him wrong right now. And you're just wondering sometimes how football can be cruel game, unfair game, because you never know who your manager can be. And in an instant, maybe he doesn't like you. Maybe he doesn't like you how you play. You give everything, but you still don't play, like I think it was the case with Mainoo. And now he's back into the team. Now I think he's out for vengeance in a way, to prove not only his former manager, but the people who doubted him, look, I was a bit forgotten, but now I'm back. I believe in myself. I have the qualities, and he showed it on the pitch. The way he plays with that swagger and confidence, I mean, it's a joy to watch. And of course, he's 21. Hopefully, he has so much room to grow and become even better, because he's in the right place at the right time. And the cherry on the top was the contract that he extended the other day.
Welcome back. 2-0 Manchester United. As you can see, as it stands, they'd be up to 64 points. Remember, they only need 1 point to guarantee, after a 2-year absence, that Champions League football is coming back to Old Trafford. What a half that was for your former club, Berber.
Oh, my God. What a start of the game. Unbelievable. And if, as a player, as a manager, you want the game to start this way. You have an early goal, you calm the nerves down a little bit, and then you start and continue to play the way you start the game, and you get another one. I mean, the first half is greatly controlled by United. They had the good chances to score. They scored 2 goals. Of course, the game is not finished yet. But for the moment, if they continue like this, I think they'll get the win.
Marius Cunha has 3 in his last 4. Little bit of a help with a deflection in the end to open the scoring after just 6 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what? It's a very similar start to their last game, Steve, against Brentford. 2-0 up at half-time, and of course Michael Carrick then changed the tactics at half-time, changed personnel as well. I don't think he's going to do it this time, because I don't think Liverpool are threatening too much for him to think, oh, we need to tighten things up. But this goal in particular, it's a good start. Manchester United definitely the better team from the start. He has one bite at the cherry. They circle the box there, Berber, as well, don't they, with 3 players. So it's very hard for Liverpool to clear the ball. Andy Robertson's header was quite weak, and he gets a second bite at the cherry. And as you can see, the deflection off McAllister.
Yeah, I think great positioning on the edge of the box. This way you anticipate the ball, and if it's dropping your feet, the result is a goal probably most time of not. If you ask me, a bit of scrappy goal, but still a goal that United needed early in the game.
And just to clear up, it was checked those players in offside position, not in the clear line of the goalkeeper's vision. The second goal was checked as well. I mean, Benjamin Šeško, what a run he's having since Ruben Amorim left the club.
Yeah, absolutely. He is, and he's playing well. He's making himself a bit of a nuisance, and he's getting in good positions. I love the way he times his runs. You can see there, he just slows down his run to stay onside. I thought at the time, is there a little bit of contact there? Is it a penalty? He stays down, but then all of a sudden gets back up. Virgil van Dijk loses his man here, and he gets the goal side. And I was wondering, was that handball? Did it come off his arm or his hand? Van Dijk, I don't know, could he have gone with the runner? Once he gets back in, he's actually got everything under control again. Šeško's in his sight. He gets him, he gets goal side of him again. Now that's Virgil van Dijk's man now, lets him go again. It's poor defending.
But if you look closely from start to finish, where Mainoo anticipate the ball, and then it starts the counter-attack for United. Pass, move, up until the end, where the goal again, maybe you can say it's a bit lucky, a bit scrappy goal, but up to this point, the attack of United had everything you want from this side.
And this was no conclusive evidence to 100% say that was the use of the hand.
Come on, Steve. We don't even need to talk about this. It's a goal, right? It's a goal.
But don't have a go at me. I'm just relaying the message from the PGMO, that's all.
Yeah, I think
for what it's worth, I agree with you.
That's exactly the right word, isn't it? It's inconclusive. Some people will say, I can see a little bit. There's no conclusive evidence there to say it has touched the hand. So in that case, you've got to give the goal.
And incredibly for Benjamin Šeško, since Ruben Amorim left the club, the joint most goals in the Premier League from any player. That is from some resurgence. And you've noticed down the right-hand side, Liverpool just haven't been able to cope with Manchester United.
Well, Manchester United have been doubling up. I mean, Bruno Fernandes does like sort of drifting into that area a lot of the time. We saw it with the goal before. We see it here again. But a lot of the time they're doubling up on Andy Robertson. Of course, Mbeumo's position is out there, so he's always out there. But then the likes of, Dalot in this situation, the likes of Bruno Fernandes drifting in. There's been 50%, half of their attacks out of each third have come down this side. Look at that. Bruno Fernandes involved in the build-up, and then he sprints into this channel. It's an area that they're targeting. It's an area that they're very successful in. They've got speed in that area, obviously with Dalot backing it up as well. It's given Andy Robertson a bit of a problem down there.
Indeed, and Manchester United will hope that continues in the second half. They are 2 goals to the good against the team. Let's get it back to today and your former teammate Michael Carrick. They actually just need a point. And if Bournemouth don't beat Palace while the game is still going on that they're in anyway. I mean, he is going to deliver Champions League football. So, I mean, from where he inherited that situation to take into today's fixture, what an accomplishment.
Unbelievable. I mean, he fully deserves what he's getting right now. And as you said, I think they will qualify for the Champions League football, and that will be a great achievement. Consider how the season started, manager changing, and now he's in charge with his staff. The players are playing good football, they're scoring goals, they're enjoying themselves. You can see it the way they play. So for me, it fully deserving results for the team. But of course, let's speak after the game today. But for sure, Champions League football will be welcome for everybody connected with United. Yeah,
and Liverpool look like they're going to get there as well. And we're talking about putting yourself in folklore in terms of this fixture. Arne Slot could be the first Liverpool manager ever to win his first 2 visits to Old Trafford.
Well, that would be good for him. It's not been the greatest of seasons, of course. He's had a mixed bag since he's been at Liverpool. Winning the league in his first season, incredible achievement, not done by many managers in the history of the Premier League. But this season has been pretty poor. And this is just going to be a bit of crumbs of comfort, salvage the season maybe but certainly not a successful season. But Liverpool just qualifying for the Champions League is not good enough. However, he's built up a bit of credit from winning the Premier League in his first season. And that's the reason that I believe he'll start the new season as Liverpool manager as well. But Liverpool are going to do it. Amazingly, 2 teams in 3rd and 4th, but there's not so much riding on the game today. But the one thing is pride. And in this game, it will never, ever be a friendly game.
The current skipper still teaching the old one something in his own words. I mean, that was fascinating, wasn't it? I mean, the attention to detail that goes into things.
Absolutely. I mean, 2 legends there. a great watch. I mean, obviously Wayne's had his time and created memories and moments to last a lifetime, but I think Bruno Fernandes is catching him in many ways in terms of his influence on this team, and it has been for some time. I mean, it's just an incredible player. Everything goes through him. His goals, his assists, everything about him. And it has been, even when Manchester United were playing really poorly, he was still the shining light. And that is not easy to do. If everybody around you is struggling with confidence and you're struggling for results, to still be the shining light, like, it's so much easier when everybody's, when you're scoring goals, creating goals, to be the hero on most weeks. But his performances were brilliant when they were playing poorly as well, which is incredible. And Manchester United have got to do everything they can to keep him there for the long term, because it's crucial.
The obvious question, Berber, is where would they be this season without Bruno Fernandes?
Probably not in the position they are right now, because as we saw...
Would they be even in the top 10?
They will be, probably. They will be, but it will be so difficult for them to get that creation, that way of Bruno is bringing, of making chances, assisting, scoring goals, because as we saw in the video, the details he was explaining, I love that. How when the ball is closing to him, he was watching the defensive line as well, the movement on everybody, typically stuff that the typical number 10 will know and will show onto the pitch. And I'm so happy that he is finally back up, playing up high onto the pitch, where his strength is. This is where his strength is, not in defending. He's up there creating, making chances, scoring goals, assisting. This is what he's made of, not drop back and defend. Yes, he needs to do it from time to time, but his strength is up the pitch.
Absolutely. And let we show you some numbers as well for Bruno Fernandes, because we talk all the time about his durability as well, and his influence, as Michael was saying, on Manchester United. Look at some of these numbers. These are, well, they put it into perspective as well. The minutes played, over 7,000 more than any other teammate since he made his United debut, and that is an equivalent of 80 games. Out of 238 Premier League games, he's missed just 12, and only 5 of 238 have been because of injury. You can see the goal contributions as well. And in the Premier League alone, 70 assists, that's even 2 more than the next most, Mo Salah. And the chances created are 220 more than any other player. Now, with your creative juice head on, I mean, that is simply sensational, isn't it, in terms of one influence on one single team of that size?
It's fantastic numbers, and shows you how intelligent Bruno Fernandes is on the pitch. And that's why I said up there, close to the goal of the opposition, close to his teammates, where he can give that final pass, he can, improvise something. When the team is struggling, you need players like this who in the moment you can decide what to do with the ball. And the stats are incredible. What can we say? I mean, it shows and further prove that this person, Bruno Fernandes, number 10, is the guy who is moving United.
That's in a team as well. Forget this season. That's in a team that have been so average for so long. Where did they come? 15th, 16th or something like that last season?
15th.
15th in the league. And
8th the season before.
It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. And we all talk about it, don't we? We speak with our friends about it. If somebody came in and offered 100 million for Bruno Fernandes now, would you take him? Would you? I mean, I don't care how old he is. I don't care, how much he's earning a week. That he is the single most important player to any team in the Premier League. I'm absolutely convinced of it. His importance can't be understated. And even if you have to say no to 100 million from someone just for an extra 2, he's almost worth it. He is that important to this team.
Quick one, yes or no, if you get the envelope now and you're a player. PFA Player of the Year for you?
Yes.
Yeah.